foodies, a warm welcome to Family Recipe Girl. Today let's learn Karachi biscuits. It's one of my favorite, so I just wanted to share this lovely recipe with you all. So stay with me till the end of the video to find out how it is done. So let's quickly check out the ingredients first. I have 1 cup of plain flour or maida, half cup of hard ghee. It should not be melted ghee, remember that. 2 teaspoons of cashew powder, 2 tablespoons of custard powder. I have vanilla custard powder mixed today, so I am using that. 2 tablespoons of milk powder, any brand you can use. Half teaspoon of baking powder and half teaspoon of elaichi for the nice flavor. 3/4 cup of sugar powdered and a few cashew to be sprinkled. Apart from that, you will need to have a baking tray which is to be greased well and dusted with little maida, and a mixing bowl and a spatula to mix, or probably our hands are the best tool to mix the dough. Don't preheat your OTG now. We'll do that later. First, let's mix all these things together except the cashew. We'll keep this aside because it is to be sprinkled on top. Rest all the ingredients will go into the mixing bowl one by one. So remember to sieve the maida. It should be sieved for it to get aerated. And in goes our milk powder, custard powder, sugar powder, baking powder and elaichi powder, cashew powder, and finally the ghee. I've added the ghee. Now let's quickly mix this and make it into a nice dough. For the cashew Karachi biscuits, the dough will come together like this. Now let us add our 2 tablespoons of cashew and mix them well in the dough. After adding cashew, when you try to bring the dough together, it will be difficult because wherever there are cashews, there will be cracks as seen here, like this. So what we do is simply add about half tablespoon of milk and try to bring it together. If it is still not possible, then you can go ahead and add the other half of the tablespoon. But don't go to add them at one go. It is still cracking up wherever there are nuts, so I'll go ahead and add the remaining half tablespoon. Sometimes it might take up to 1.5 tablespoon, depends upon the maida quality that you buy from the stores. So half tablespoon plus or minus is absolutely fine. You can now see that they have come together nicely. I have made the dough into loaves like this and made it flat from top and sides. Now if you remember eating Karachi biscuits, there will be squares in shape. So to get that square shape, we have made the dough into square shape and then gently wrap them like this. I have wrapped the dough tightly like this, but retain the square shape all through. And now let's put them into a baking tray, but this is not greased because we are going to deep freeze it. So we're just going to lay them on it gently and keep it in the freezer, not fridge, freezer, for just half an hour, not more than that, because if you keep it for more than that, then shaping and cutting them will be a problem. When you cut through with a knife, they will break halfway through. So take care to keep them for only half an hour, 30 minutes. Karachi biscuits can also be made with tutti frutti. So to the same ingredients that was listed earlier, we can add about, this is half teaspoon, so I am going to use 1/4 teaspoon of pineapple essence because it's going to be a fruity biscuit. I have about 3 different flavors of tutti frutti and cashew, so I have taken 1 tablespoon each. You can add all this into the mixture and make a dough out of it. Now this will become tutti frutti Karachi biscuits, fruit and nut. Divided the dough into 2. You can see that. Now slowly bring them together like this. Make it crack free. You can use 1 tablespoon of more of milk if it is not coming together. It all depends upon the ingredients, as I told you. Sometimes maida takes up more milk. Now this is beautifully done. So let's put it in a butter paper and wrap it as I had shown earlier. Tutti Frutti biscuit dough are also ready. Now these also will go into the freezer for just half an hour. In the meanwhile, preheat your OTG for just 10 minutes at 180. After half an hour, the cashew Karachi dough is out of the fridge. Now let's cut them into pieces and lay them on the baking tray nicely. While cutting, be gentle enough. You need to mark it at 1/2 inch. Hold it both the sides tight and give it a nice cut. Do not give jerks in between. This is how the pieces will come out. Lay them on the baking tray. All our Karachi biscuits are done and ready, but remember to space them out because they will increase in volume when they are baked. My OTG is preheated and ready. Tutti Frutti Karachi biscuit dough is also ready, all cut and laid on the baking tray. Now let's quickly put it inside the OTG and bake it at 180 for just 15 to 18 minutes, not more than that. And when you remove them, it should be a little soft, but upon cooling they'll turn hard. So don't wait for it to be too hard. Always put them in the center rack. Tutti Frutti Karachi biscuits are done and ready. Let's remove them out. Wow, look at that. So nice, isn't it? And check out how much they have increased in volume. This is the baked one. This is the unbaked one. See the difference? That's why we need to space them out. Now let's quickly put this one inside. Bake them at 180 for just 18 minutes, or depending upon your OTG, it might take 20 minutes also, but do check after 15 to 18 minutes. I know it's not possible to, resist the urge to eat this, but it will be super hot. Wait for at least 35 to 40 minutes before they cool down. That is when the soft Karachi biscuits soon after baking will become hard and crumbly, and that is the time when you can get the real taste of Karachi biscuits. All our Karachi biscuits, cashew biscuits as well as Tutti Frutti biscuits are done and ready. Have a look. So beautiful, isn't it? Just check out the crumbly texture. Now let me give you a closer look. See. Wow. Look at that. Too good to be true, no? So it's beautifully made at home. Now look at this. This was the second batch and this was the third batch. This is cashew biscuits, Tutti Frutti biscuits, and this is both mix. I had put them in one tray for the ease of putting them in together at one time. Break open one for you. See? Look at the texture, very crumbly. Beautifully crisp also. And the cashew biscuit, this is still soft because it's hot. Let me break one that is cooled down. Check out this one. Both are equally well done. These Tutti Frutti biscuits with pineapple essence added is heavenly. No, it's simply aromatic and flavorful. And these are without pineapple essence but with cardamom powder. They are also equally tasty and flavorful. You can infuse vanilla essence if you want to and skip cardamom if you don't like it, or the pineapple flavor also you can skip and add vanilla essence to both these Karachi biscuits. But pineapple essence gives a beautiful flavor, so go ahead and try it. Many thanks to my lovely co-sister Ranjita who shared this beautiful recipe with me. After the Karachi biscuits are completely cooled, store them in an airtight container and it will last for at least 3 to 4 weeks. I bet on this that it won't last for more than 3 days. Try it for yourselves and you will know. I love baking this Karachi biscuits for you guys, and if you too loved watching it, please hit the thumbs up button. Love, like and share with your family and friends. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.